All right, so I just got the Gen 2 FCPC, and this is the Gen 3 FCPC, and I've been getting just recently a lot of requests just now to do a comparison. Um, Specifically, Bryson, Maximize has been telling me he wants to see a video of the difference between the FCPC Gen 2 and the Gen 3. So, first off, you can already tell from the admin, or not the admin, but basically just the front on the top. Do not mind, do not mind about the front flaps. I'll get more in depth about the front flaps in a little bit. But basically, what you notice is that you have, your 1 and 2 over here, and versus 1, 2, 3, 4. Um, that's a big difference. And then of course you have your Velcro. That's just your Coyote Brown or Coyote, whatever you call it, Velcro. And then over here you have your multicam uh, Velcro panel is what I would say. Um, and notice as you can see over here, what you can do is that all you have to do is just finger it and open up your admin. What you have over here versus the Gen 3 is you have something you can pull on to actually pull it out instead of having to finger it to pull on it. So, one thing that's a big difference that I've known about the FCPC before I bought my Gen 3, or actually, I'm sorry, after I bought my Gen 3, is that the Gen 3 has the full flap, full Velcro, versus where on the Gen 2, where basically you have a 1 and 2 Velcro straps. They're under here. I don't know if I can show it to you guys, but as you can see over here. Um, So yeah, one thing also, this is attached to the plate carrier, not to the admin panel, where this is attached to the admin panel itself. So yeah, let's see. And then when you get onto, or one thing about the front flaps is that when you get into the Gen 3 flaps, there's a Gen 2 and a Gen 3. There's a big difference. And what I can tell you is that even though this is the Kydex stuff, the Kydex Kangaroo, on the website you can look at the Gen 3, or whatever you call it, the Gen 2, Gen 3. I'm going to call it the Gen 3 front flap. Is that with just the Kangaroo, no Kydex, no nothing. You just have that, you just have your Kangaroo, and then you don't have Molly over here. Versus where on the Gen 2, where you basically have a Molly, so that you can maybe fit another Molly panel instead of just having your small admin pouch. Not a Molly panel, but an admin panel. So that's a big plus, I think, about it. And then you have your Kangaroo pouch, which I think this comes with the Kangaroo, or does not. I don't know. I can't remember off the top of my head. Now, one thing to understand is that your carbon buttons you buy separately, so you buy it as an accessory. One thing I will also tell you guys is that for the uh, for the inside, you have all your I don't know what to call it. It's a mesh, air mesh, whatever it's called, mesh down here. Versus on the back over here, you only have it so far all the way down for the mesh. So I don't know if it's a plus but I'm just telling you all the differences I've noticed on the minute I received it. Um, One thing is that your shoulder pads, I'd call this the Gen 3 shoulder pads versus Gen 2 shoulder pads. I don't know if I've ever seen the Gen 1, so just leave that outside. But you can already tell from these two right here is that there's a big difference of, your shoulder pads on here. This is the Gen 3, this is the Gen 2. This is Velcro. This is not Velcro. This is elastic. This is not, this is actually sewn in versus where it's sewn in here, and then it's Velcroed in to keep it in. So that's what she said, by the way. You can already tell over here, there's no drag handle over here, and there's drag handle over here. One thing I will tell you guys right now, more people compare the Gen 2 to the 694A, where the Gen 3 is more like the Crye Precision JPC. Let's see. This is the same, whatever you call it. Velcro. Um, Same thing over here, as you can see. Now, here's a big thing on the back you're about to see. Now, for me, since I do a GMR back panel, I'd like to have my extra two columns on my molly for the back. The reason why is because when you mount your mini map over here, you're missing your one. So what I had to do is I had to zip tie. So I called this the zip tie mod. I'll get into an in-depth video sometime later if I do, for the zip tie mod. So anyhow, big difference is that your placement of columns. There's only 4 columns on the top, 6 columns on the top over here. That's a big difference. So you could say this is more like the 694A for the back. And then you have your I don't want to call it, but big difference over here. As you can see, I'm trying to lay it down, show you. So as you can see, big difference. Like I said, drag handle, no drag handle. You'll have to either drag them through here or pull through here, something like that. Let's see. They don't have the tag over here, or they don't have the tag over here, but they have the tag on the Gen 2. I think they had the tag at the bottom, if I remember right. Yes, it's right there. I don't know if you can see it, right there. Then no tag at the bottom, so they have a different tag placement, as you can see. And then here's one thing that I liked about this over here, is that versus the Gen 2 to the Gen 3 on the bottom, is that you also have buttons over here, versus where the Gen 3 does not have buttons. It's sewn in. So if I was to open this up, I don't know if I can open it up. I'll show it to you guys in another video. But basically, it's like the Mayflower APC, except the Mayflower APC, has the Velcro, the Velcro flap to cover that up. But basically, what this does is that it opens up what's over here, to adjust it, correct it or OCD it, have it correct for how you like it. So, yeah, I think that's all I can find it for. So, I don't know how much the Ferro Concepts Plate Carrier Gen 2 costed versus the Ferro Concepts Plate Carrier Gen 3 costed, but pretty sure they're in the general same area price. I'm pretty sure it costed $200 for just the base, and then $45 for the the shoulder pads, something like that. It's just different variations. Honestly, as a guy that's just tried on both, I prefer this just for the back. But also, here's the thing: if you're the guy that likes to have a little more of a contoured or a new look versus having more of a 694A look, then get the Gen 3. But if you can find the Gen 2 where it's a lot more rare and a lot harder to find, then go hunt for it. Oh yeah, one thing is that this is this does not come with I don't know what to call it, the not a compression straps, but basically elastic, the elastic to cover this up, because it's actually pretty hard to actually take or to unhook this versus on here where it's actually a lot easier to unhook it, because I can tell you right now, before I put this on, it was really easy to unhook this. So anyhow, I'm pretty sure this was the same price back then, so I'm pretty sure it's the same airflow cummerbund. So yeah, Ferro Concepts Plate Carrier Gen 2 and Gen 3.